Two DFW heavyweights, Frisco versus Flower Mound. If you care about budget, community, schools, and lifestyle, then you're going to want to watch this video. This breakdown will save you hours of research and maybe thousands of dollars, so you can pick the suburb that actually fits your life. Stick around to the end and I'll give you my opinion on which one might be the best fit for you. Hey, I'm Brian White with Blue Fuse Group at eXp Realty, and my family and I help people make smart moves, build wealth through real estate, and protect what matters most. If you're comparing DFW suburbs, then click subscribe. Don't click surprise, click subscribe, and let us know in the comments which suburb you're considering so we can do a video and help you. So here's a quick lay of the land. Flower Mound sits between Grapevine Lake, just on the north side of Grapevine Lake, and then just west of Lake Lewisville. It's got a more established, heavily treed, park forward vibe that's just north with easy access to DFW Airport. Frisco is a newer, faster growing hub with major sports, shopping, and entertainment. From the Star to the PGA Frisco. There's the Frisco Rough Riders. I mean, there's a ton as it relates to sports in the Frisco area. Both areas are highly desirable. They just deliver different things for today's lifestyle. First, let's talk about housing and the neighborhood feel. Let's start with Flower Mound. In Flower Mound, you get mature trees, established neighborhoods with parks and sidewalks, lots and lots of trails, golf courses, all the things. It's got a quieter suburban feel with a number of pocket neighborhoods filled with luxury homes. There's a large mix of established resale homes with what's coming up now is a few more new construction options. Frisco is filled with master plan communities galore. I mean, they're everywhere. There's lots of newer construction and amenities baked in with pools, clubhouses, and trails. There's a busier energy with plenty of retail and dining and a whole shopping vibe going on. So now let's jump into budget and what your money actually buys. I mean, what do you actually get for your money? In Flower Mound, you get strong value for your space. There are lots of larger lot options in more established neighborhoods. Some homes may need updates. I mean, Flower Mound is a little bit older area, so you need to factor that into your budget to make sure you get what you're looking for the price you want to spend. In Frisco, there's a wide variety of newer options, newer builds and amenity packages that can push your price per square foot significantly higher. Those are going to be more turnkey options, but you're going to get smaller lots in many of the neighborhoods. Frisco definitely has a thing about having homes stacked on top of each other. This is an interesting update. It's a new development that's happened over the last years, that Frisco's price per square foot historically has been higher than Flower Mound. But over the last year, we've seen that change, where now Flower Mound is higher than Frisco. Flower Mound's price per square foot is lower than Frisco's for the first time in a year. Historically, we see that Frisco's price per square foot is $10 plus more than Flower Mound, but that's been a significant shift this last year that actually just flipped this very month. Some of the reasons might be that there are actually 4 times the number of homes available in Frisco right now than there are in Flower Mound. Supply and demand works everywhere, right? So when there's a lot more homes, then that definitely has an impact on price. Same holds true for Flower Mound. If there aren't as many homes on the market, they're actually selling at closer to the asking price, which can be a real driver of that price per foot. Now that said, we're talking about price per foot, not overall price. The median price in Frisco is actually $50,000 higher than that of Flower Mound. That's $680 for Frisco and $630 for Flower Mound. That's a pretty big difference if you're thinking about it. The median home price is $50K higher in Frisco. That's a budget item that you're definitely going to factor in. All right, let's talk about location. I mean, location is a big factor if you're somebody that either travels or got to get to the office on a regular basis, even if we're talking about access to amenities like shopping and the sports that I talked about earlier. Flower Mound is convenient to DFW Airport and many of the highway corridors. It's great for frequent flyers and people that are going to the west and northwest corridors of DFW. One of the challenges, and if you've seen our pros and cons of Flower Mound video, then one of the things though is it really wasn't built for its growth. It doesn't have the best highways getting out of the city, so unless you're going to DFW or close by areas, then traffic can be a little bit of a challenge as you're getting out of town. Frisco is in the north central area area of DFW. It really kind of sits at the corner of the Dallas North Tollway and Business 121. It really is the hub, kind of the north central hub of employment. I mean, right there at that corner of the Tollway and 121 is a second downtown. It's a booming area. There's business and corporate jobs everywhere. It's a thriving business community with quick access pretty much anywhere in DFW. You can take that Dallas North Tollway straight down to Dallas Fort Worth. You can take 121 across, and that really gives you direct access all the way to Fort Worth. It's not close, but easy highway access helps you get there. You can also get over to, you take that 121 to I-35 North to get to Denton. You can get just about anywhere in DFW quickly and easily from Frisco. Okay, now Frisco was built for, it was well planned. It was built for growth, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't still feel packed. You know, on the major highways, traffic still moves quickly. When you're in the middle of Frisco, driving from place to place, there's a ton of traffic. There's a lot of red lights. Things get backed up, not just at rush hour, but at a variety of times, including the weekends. So although the Frisco location is fantastic for getting around DFW, it can definitely get backed up driving inside the city itself. Okay, let's move on to lifestyle and amenities. Flower Mound has Grapevine Lake. It's just next to Lake Lewisville. There's golf, there's trails. There's just a ton of outdoor life and activity in Flower Mound. So because of the lakes, there's skiing, there's fishing, there's boating, there's all the activities on the shores. There are miles and miles and miles of trails in Flower Mound. There's the Flower Mound Community Activity Center. I mean, that outdoor parks and rec aspect of Flower Mound is really one of the best and most popular aspects about the whole city. Flower Mound's really known for its relaxed pace with a strong community feel. That goes whether you're going to church, if you're at the grocery store, or if you're playing a round of golf at one of the many public or private courses that are in the Flower Mound area. Okay, Frisco is known for its professional sports. So you've got the Cowboys practice complex at the Star, you've got the Frisco Rough Riders, you've got FC Dallas, you've got the PGA Frisco. I mean, there are so many things going on in professional sports in DFW. Big part of that is going to be, you know, Jerry Jones and the investment that he made right there in the, what is it, the $5 billion mile? There is so much shopping and activities, whether we're talking about Legacy or Legacy West. There's that complex at the Star. There's now downtown Frisco. There's shopping and dining and activities that are booming all over. Now, Frisco is definitely faster paced. It's a higher activity. It very much has a city feel and a bustling atmosphere. Okay, if schools are important to you, then you're gonna want to stick around because we're about to dive in for both Flower Mound and Frisco Independent School Districts. First, Flower Mound, which is located in Lewisville Independent School District. That can be a little confusing because Flower Mound is in Lewisville ISD. Lewisville is a suburb that actually sits directly between Flower Mound and Frisco. Lewisville ISD is the largest employer in Denton County. I mean, it's a really big area and really big district. That's especially impressive because Lewisville ISD ranked the 34th school district in Texas. That's especially impressive considering there are more than 900 districts in the state of Texas. So that puts Lewisville in the top 3% in all of Texas. That's a really big deal and something that Flower Mound is really proud of. That said, Frisco is absolutely crushing it. They're the number 12 school district in Texas. One of the things I think that makes Frisco unique is its strategy of there are a lot of high schools. You know, there are some districts in Texas that have the entire district flow through one high school. And Frisco's not one of those. So they built a lot of smaller high schools. So those schools have more of a community feel and more people can participate in things like sports, athletics, and band. They're able to get more people to participate. And that really contributes to the community. It contributes to the success of the schools. And you're seeing that play out because they're the number 12 district in the state of Texas. Hey, let me insert my disclaimer here in terms of all of the things that we're sharing. You should always do your own research as it relates to schools. It's kind of a big deal, right? So you should go to one of a couple of sites. We like to use niche.com. You can check out everything from your elementary school, middle school, high school. You can dive directly into your individual school. You can also go to another site called greatschools.org. Actually, go to both. That way you've got some different perspectives and you can validate. So when we're planning, when we're helping you find the home that you're looking for, you can make sure we get you in the right spot. Okay, the next item kind of relates to budget, but it's not about how much is the house. It's about how much is the maintenance, like how much are the costs associated with the house. That shows up on taxes, HOAs, and some other fees that we'll get into. So those are some things that you're really going to want to think about. Your taxes, your HOAs, and even there's something called a MUD or a PID, which is like hard to say, a municipal utility district. Those fees are going to vary by neighborhood. So when we're looking at houses, we're going to want to make sure you're factoring that in. Those fees are going to be a significant cost of your home ownership. In Texas, obviously, you guys know we don't have a state income tax. That's brilliant, but the government's got to get funded somehow, and they do that with property taxes. So even if you pay off your home, even if you pay cash, which more and more people own their home in cash, then taxes are still going to be a thing. Death and taxes are some of the only things you can guarantee in this world, right? So property taxes are going to be a big component of your cost and something you want to factor in. Same for HOA. Many of the master plan communities in Flower Mound and Frisco, like I said, there's a bazillion master plan communities across Frisco. We're going to want to make sure that you look at the HOAs. And then finally, MUDs and PIDs, so municipal utility districts, those are actually another tax. It's a form of tax that helps neighborhoods put in the infrastructure that helps them put in the sewers and the water and really the infrastructure that helps the city go. So we pay for that in taxes. Those reduce over time as that infrastructure gets paid off, but it's a driving factor in the cost of the home. So just make sure we're having conversations about that, about what are the taxes, what are the HOA fees, and then does this neighborhood have a MUD or a PID? Some things you definitely need to factor in. If there are any specific neighborhoods that you'd like to get those numbers for, we'd love to share that with you. Just reach out and we'll get them over to you. So let's run through some quick pros and cons of each. So the pros for Flower Mound are trees, mature vibe, larger lot, lakes, parks, and trails, quick access to DFW airport, and a more relaxed vibe. The cons might be fewer walkable districts. Some homes are going to need some updates. And then there are pockets with limited new build options. The pros for Frisco are going to be newer homes, amenity-rich communities, sports and entertainment, a strong retail, entertainment, and dining options, and then of course proximity to major employers. The cons for Frisco are they're going to be smaller lots in many of the communities. It's definitely a busier, higher traffic environment, and amenities and HOA costs can definitely drive up the overall cost of ownership of your home. So which one's right for you? Choose Flower Mound if you want space, mature trees, lake and trail life, and quick access to the DFW airport. Choose Frisco if you want newer homes, built-in community amenities, and you really enjoy that nightlife, that active bustle of shopping and retail and dining, with quick access to employers. If you've got questions about Frisco versus Flower Mound, or want a custom shortlist based on your budget and lifestyle, call or text us at 817-835-9999, or book a call via the link in the description. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm Brian White with Blue Fuse Group, and be sure to like and subscribe so you're the first to get our updates on the next community we cover. As always, I like to wrap up so you know that God is good, Jesus has forgiven you, you are loved, and everything is possible. Blessings. See you next week.